Joke-Ottawa scores! Daniel Alfredson ends the game in overtime and sends the Ottawa Senators to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time in franchise history.
Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon and I'm your host. Before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at SENSTalk_ for live tweeting updates of the games and of course breaking news. Now let's get into the game. The Ottawa Senators played against the Winnipeg Jets yesterday in Winnipeg. Going to this game, the Senators lost their last three, needing a big 2 points here. If the Leafs win on Saturday night against the Red Wings, they would take sole possession of second place in the division. The Senators do not want to lose their home ice advantage that they've worked so hard for this year. And they're going to try to stop that from happening. Senators do that very quickly on a beautiful shot from Mike Hoffman, his 24th of the year, assisted by Derek Brassard. 4 minutes left into the first period. Ottawa takes the lead. It's 1-0. Going to the second period now, Blake Wheeler gets one on the board. The game is tied at 1. Unassisted goal, 3:29 in, off a turnover. The Senators, 11 seconds later though, Mike Hoffman again rips it past Connor Hellebuyck, the starting goalie for the Winnipeg Jets. 2-1 Senators, assist from Tom Pyatt and Cody Ceci. Speaking about Cody Ceci, midway through the second period, Cody Ceci got injured, a lower body injury. He did not return to the game. He's listed as day-to-day and will not play against Detroit Monday in Detroit. So that's 3 defensemen the Senators have injured that are injured. The top 3 defensemen on the team are injured now. And not good at all. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes, but losing Cody Ceci is a big loss. Adam Lowry gets the tying goal, 10:43 into the second period, assisted by Jacob Trouba. The game is now tied at 2. Going to the third period, 8 minutes in, Matthew Perreault, 3-2 after a horrible defensive breakdown. It's a 3-2 Winnipeg Jets lead. The Senators couldn't rebound. Nikolai Ehlers puts it into the empty net from Little and Patrick Laine, as the Ottawa Senators lose 4 in a row, and they lose the game 4-2 to the Winnipeg Jets. They've lost 4 in a row now, and going in after this game, the Red Wings lost to the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-4 in regulation, and the Red Wings took sole possession of second place in the division as the Senators fell to third place. Comfortably, not really in a division spot, comfortably in this playoff spot a little bit. They need to start winning now or else they may slip out of a playoff spot as well. Shots on goal, 8 apiece after the first period, 11-9 Senators after the second period, 12-11 Senators after the third period for a final tally of 31-28. Winnipeg had some really big saves from Connor Hellebuyck. Bobby Ryan looked good as Mike Hoffman was robbed a couple of times, hit the post once. Blake Wheeler hit the post as well, but Senators couldn't get any luck, and they couldn't get at least a point that they really desperately needed out of this game. Team stats, Ottawa 44.8% of the faceoffs for 26 wins. Winnipeg 32 wins for 55.2. Power plays 0 for 2 for both teams. Hits were 10-19 in favor of the Jets, and the shots were 31-28 Ottawa. 3 starts of the game. The third star from the Winnipeg Jets, Adam Lowry, had 1 goal. Second star from the Ottawa Senators, Mike Hoffman, 2 goals. He's the SENS Talk YouTube Star of the Night. 21 minutes, 37 on the ice, +1 rating. First star of the night, Nikolai Ehlers, 1 goal, 2 penalty minutes, +2 rating, 19 minutes on the ice. As the Ottawa Senators fall to the Winnipeg Jets 4-2 in a must-win game for the Ottawa Senators. The record now falls to 41-27-9. They're 2-5-3 in their last 10, and they've lost 4 in a row, 3 of 4 without getting a point. Now, where does this leave the Ottawa Senators? Well, the current standings are as follows in the division. First place in the division, Montreal Canadiens. They clinched, I believe they have clinched the division. If they win their next game, they're going to clinch the division. Boston won today versus the Chicago Blackhawks. They're in second place in the division now. They have 92 points, 79 games played, 43-30-6, 92 points. Toronto, third place in the division. 77 games played, 38-24-15, 91 points. Where are the Ottawa Senators? They're all the way at second place in the wild card spot now. If this stays as follows, they would have to play against the Washington Capitals in the first round, and playing the Washington Capitals in the first round against the best team in the NHL does not prove to be a deep playoff drive that this team does deserve. They're second place in the division, 77 games played, 2 games ahead against the Boston Bruins, plus we also played the Bruins at least one more time this year. 41-27-9, 91 points. Tampa Bay won today, 88 points, 3 points behind Ottawa, but Ottawa has a game in hand. Tampa Bay really struggling to get into the playoffs. They've won 5 of their last 6, though, but the Senators really need to lose the rest of their games, and Tampa Bay Lightning really need to win the rest of the games to make the playoffs. The problem is, playoffs I think the Senators will make. But this team, the Senators, deserve to go deep in the playoffs. And the way they're playing right now, they have lost Erik Karlsson, their captain, arguably one of the best players in the world, the best defenseman in the world. They've lost Marc Methot, his line mate. He's going to be out until the playoffs. And they've lost Cody Ceci, whose status is day-to-day currently, who will not be back at least until Tuesday. He will not be playing Monday night's game against the Detroit Red Wings, I do not believe. Erik Karlsson is highly unlikely to play Monday. So the Senators did some roster moves as follows. They called up from Binghamton Ben Harpur. He will, I guess, play on the third pairing with, I assume, Yuri Okipaka. The defense pairings, I would assume, would be Phaneuf and Claesson, Borowiecki and Wyman, Yuri Paka, and Ben Harpur. And they really need to grind and get some wins now. The pesky Sens have to come back if you want a division spot. You can't play the Washington Capitals in the first round. You're not going to go deep in the playoffs. If you want to play a division spot, you either play Maple Leafs or Bruins. You have a higher chance, especially against the Bruins, to make the second round. Not looking good. Zach Smith is well injured. But the Senators did have some positive news today. They signed highly ranked prospect in the NHL, and it's, of course, the Ottawa Senators, Colin White, who has been compared to Patrice Bergeron. He has 3 points in 3 games in Binghamton, 1 goal, 2 assists. He signs an entry-level contract. He's eligible for the playoffs, so he will play in the playoffs if we do, in fact, make the playoffs. As well, a 3-year entry-level contract, a standard contract. He is in Detroit. He will hopefully play for the team Monday. Guy Boucher hasn't announced if he will or not, but the likelihood is, for some reason, they took out Ryan Dzingel and not Tommy Wingels. Chris Kelly, I understand, to keep in for the penalty kill, but Tommy Wingels, he should replace him with Colin White. Wingels, second pairing penalty kill guy, that's really it. You got to put Colin White in, and you could put somebody like Jean-Gabriel Pageau on that second pairing as well. I don't know. But why take Dzingel, who has that much potential and speed, out instead of Tommy Wingels or Alex Burrows, somebody that's not producing? In fact, Bobby Ryan, who has not scored in 12 straight games, hasn't gotten a point in 11 straight games, has gotten chances, but he needs to come through against Detroit, one of the worst teams in the National Hockey League. They really need to come through back-to-back against the Detroit Red Wings, the last Senators game ever in the Joe Louis Arena, but God, they need these points. They need to get 3 or 4 out of 4 against the Detroit Red Wings, or else they could risk even falling out of a playoff spot. Now, I understand they don't have Karlsson, who should probably be back Tuesday. They don't have Cody Ceci, who hopefully will be back Tuesday. And Marc Methot hopefully will be back for the playoffs. Colin White hopefully will spark the offense. Hopefully Mike Connon or Craig Anderson in the next 5 games will get the wins. They'll stop all the pucks. I think for Monday's game, you should put Craig Anderson in. He has shown multiple times he can stop 30, 40 shots, hard shots, and get you the win when you don't deserve it. Detroit, they're looking to play spoiler. They almost beat the Leafs. They're a resilient team. They're upset, clearly, that they did not make the playoffs for the first time in 25 years. That's going to be a tougher game than people really imagined. It's tomorrow against the Red Wings, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. But the Senators really need to win that game. I don't care if it's overtime. I don't care if it's in the shootout. I don't care. They need the 2 points. I prefer in overtime or in regulation to win, because the shootout, it helps with the tiebreak if we end up tying with the Leafs, Bruins for the second wildcard or the division spot. But we need those 2 points. And then back home in Ottawa, back-to-back, Colin White's first game in a home arena. You need these points. Karlsson should be back Tuesday, and hopefully, unlikely, but hopefully Monday. Marc Methot out, Cody Ceci out for I don't know how long, Zach Smith out as well. So you need guys like Mark Stone, you need people like Bobby Ryan, Derek Brassard. These guys have to step up right now. We need to win against Detroit, or else we're in serious jeopardy of making the playoffs, let alone having a division spot. So that's going to be a big game, and I'm nervous as hell that the Senators might lose their 5th straight, or might break the skid, beat the Red Wings, get the big 2 points, and get back on track. So I guess we'll find out on Monday, and I will see you then. So once again, thank you all for watching. Please follow us on Twitter at SENStalk_ for live tweeting updates of the games and of course breaking news. Please like us on Facebook at SENStalk for our posts of our videos and etc. Please check out our website, SENS Talk Central. We update it every single day, and I would really appreciate it. Please add us to your circles on Google+. Please check out our Instagram sponsor, SENS.Central. And once again, please check out our website, SENSTalkCentral.com. We would really appreciate it. So thank you all for watching. The Senators lose to the Winnipeg Jets 4-2. Detroit, Monday, needing the 2 points. I'll see you next video. I'll see you Monday. Go Sens, go.